Hey there guys, and welcome back. So this is Backpack Battles. As I mentioned earlier, today on stream I figured I'd play at least a few rounds of it tonight. As you can see, I have plenty of padding, so this may take a while to lose all my MMR, but we should get there eventually. Either that or I'll play for an hour, whichever comes first. Real talk, I have not dived super deep into this game. I basically just play the same build over and over and over again because it's fun, and that's been about it. So, you're not going to get very much out of me in terms of strategy. We'll just go over the basics here as I play. So, basically you're going to have a backpack full of stuff, okay? And then you're going to fight each other. Everything's on a cooldown, assuming that it has a cooldown. This, for example, doesn't have a cooldown. And over the course of time, as the cooldowns run up, they activate. Each item activates. You have a stamina bar, which weapons require. So you need to, in theory, manage that. It's one of those things I have found that it's not as important to manage it, but it does come up, and we're going to grab that. But it can become a problem. It is very lenient, but if you go too far, you can run into problems. Early game, what I've found is that you generally want to get like 2 weapons pretty early. So for example, last round, if I had the second sword, I probably would have won that run. That will save you a good bit of health. You only have 5 health to start out with, and you got to get to 10 wins in theory. You can go past 10 wins if you want to gamble, but in theory, as long as you hit 10 wins, then you'll be doing well. As you can see right here, I've got these little lines indicating that items can be combined. So I'll be combining these 2 whetstones with the sword right here. Other thing to notice is the stars. So stars basically give bonus points. You can basically think of it like that. Now the bonus depends from my item. For example, here you can see the starred items get +1 damage, whereas over here you can see down the bottom where it says food, it triggers 10% faster for each star that is filled in. Same thing, all the food works the same exact way. They all have that same trait of food. So, moving onwards. There are currently in the demo 2 classes, which is the vampire thing over here, which I never play, and the ranger, which I always play. There is a whole bunch of recipes. As you can see, I'm doing very poorly at filling them all in because I do not play that many different combinations. I did try a little bit at the beginning, but then I found a build I just liked, and it's one of those things I didn't bother. So this build I keep on alluding to is, let's see, we're going to grab that, and it's probably a little early to grab the gems. So gems are really useful. I'll get to those in a minute. But in the meantime, let me just get the next battle going, and we'll explain as the battle is rolling. This lock right here prevents it from combining. So you'll notice that if I have that off, it's not a full gold line because it still needs another sword, I believe. I'd have to double check that one. Whereas this is a full gold line because these will combine. If I leave this unlocked and do this, as you can see, it won't actually combine with this, even though this is 100% valid right here, which is why I have to lock this to make sure that this is definitely combining. I've been screwed over so many times not locking things. I try to get in the habit. That's why I auto-locked this one, because I plan on selling this one. I want to make sure I don't accidentally combine it. I did say earlier on today on the other stream that these normally take about 15 minutes a round is what I have it down to. Because I played more or less the same build all the time, I basically have an optimum setup. I have been trying out this one. It seems like I tend to die. It seems like this tends to be a bit too clunky to fit into my build, so I will not be bothering with this time. This right here I normally combine with the Mana Thirst, or not the Mana Thirst, but the Hungry Blade. Make the Thorn Whip. That's what I've been trying out recently to see if it would make my build stronger. It technically does make my build a little bit stronger, but I end up losing too much life from it just being too heavy. The Hungry Blade plus the Thorn Whip are just too heavy a combo to have on board. So I decided to not bother with it anymore. And I could pick up this garlic right here. It wouldn't be a bad idea to pick up the garlic right now, but since I have too many weapons right now, I really need to get this combined with the slime. That's the centerpiece of my build. And since I'm down to 4 gold, I'm going to get and just buy this backpack preemptively instead of rolling down. You do carry over gold between rounds, so you don't have to. You don't have to spend it all. It's just, it was either let go of that backpack pouch, which these 4 packs are really useful. So it was either let that go and hope to find it again later, reserve it, which is you can right click to reserve stuff, but that obviously takes away a roll, you know, well, 1/5 of a roll, so it costs money in theory, or just buy it now. I opted to buy it now. And I will be fast forwarding all this stuff because it kind of doesn't matter. I am losing a lot more than I normally do. I probably, you know what? I'm talking and I really should have this stuff rearranged. This grants bonuses to next nearby weapons, so that's something that should have happened. Because I haven't found the slime yet, I'm tempted to just make this dagger right now. The dagger is a 0 stamina cost, so it is free. No, I think I'll pass. So I'm looking for Hungry Blade, the slime, or another pair of gloves. Normally I'll set up with 2 mana thirsts and 2 gloves. That's my optimal, or as close as we can get to that. 2 gold for that is a little bit too cheap, so I'm gonna have to buy it. We are getting a little concerned. All right, there we go. Got a second pair of gloves, which is great. So we will go ahead and get these set up here. And let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll leave this here. All right. The other thing I've been considering doing is picking up more armor. My build normally runs a bunch of fruit instead of armor. It seems to work out okay. But one of those things, again, I haven't studied the meta or anything like that, but the meta seems like most people prefer to have armor, just based on what I see fighting against. So it's something I've been considering, picking up armor. These spike shields, I personally think, they seem to be good tempo early game, but I don't know, because my build is so dependent, I don't know that I necessarily want to pick any up. I will pick up this helmet, though. Alright, so I've been playing with this helmet recently, especially when it's on sale. It's, so 3 seconds. 3 seconds probably isn't long enough. I've been wanting it for the lightsaber matchup. So there's a build that I play against, and I don't run into it until the very late game. So for example, if I try to go past 10 wins, I'll run into it. And it consists of 4 very powerful weapons called light blades that basically spike you down immediately. I've been thinking this will help, and furthermore, this combined with gems gives me a bit of a bonus that I don't normally get, but we're probably going to pass on that, and should probably pick up some. Alright, there we go. There's slime. I was going to say, I probably should pick up some food because I'm probably not hitting anything here, but we did hit. So, turn that off. Plus here. Plus this here. Let's see. 1 4 1 4 1 6 1 6, and this is 4 and 5. So yeah. So the slime is going to heal me this round, so I'm anticipating winning this round. And then after this, this will upgrade to both give bonus damage and provide armor rather than healing. Actually, we can afford that right now. So, hopefully I don't lose any more rounds from here till 10. I do have both my claws. The claws will end up working out very well in the future, especially once I get gems in them. You can see how quickly the claws attack. That's why I try to go for at least 2 claws. Claws are somewhat difficult to get. Alright, there's a bird. Birds are very useful. They decrease cooldown. I guess I will... Let's see, where do I want to do? Yeah, I'm going to have to rearrange. I can consider picking this up. I don't have that much gold right now. I would like to start working on the Hungry Blade Mana Thirst. But I don't have that much gold. The Hungry Blade is 7, so I can't even afford it right now. So I think I'm going to pick this up and use that on my bird. So we're going to really quick rearrange a little bit here. I don't have a second fanny pack. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Toss that there, toss the bird there, toss you in the middle. Yeah, this is a little awkward right here because I want items on the stars, but I have very few items to actually proc the stars with. So, I should probably toss this sword in here just to get more procs. So this has to be procced by items nearby. My setup's a little wonky right now. Normally I would have a second slot down here so I can put 2 items up and down. Alternative is to toss this around here. See. Okay, you know what? We will do this. All right. We're still hiding all our all our weapons. Again, I should have a lot more fruit right now. Normally I have 4 pieces of fruit by this point. But we're working with what we got. And I should have positioned this fanny pack over here on the bird. I forgot to move it after I arranged, but we did win, so not bad. I tried early on. I tried the other guys, the other special items that you saw pop up here, epic items, and this one really seems to be the only one that does anything. Let's see. I have 5 gold. Okay, so we can actually afford that. That's good. And so this works best over here. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually not using... Again, I have so little fruit right now. Normally, I would have enough fruit that I could actually be proccing this thing, so I'd consider putting it down here in order to get procs off of here, but we are in a little bit of trouble right now, so... bird, toss you, and toss you. Actually, let's see. Do this, swap that over to make sure Mana Thirst is getting the bird. Swap you. And actually, I think I will keep this on here at this point, now that I've rearranged. Yeah, I'm feeling alright about that setup. Yeah. So that guy just had a whole bunch of weapons, and I do not have nearly enough food to keep myself up right now. So that's why I lost that one. I also don't have gems. I am missing a lot this round, but hopefully we'll be able to recover. Probably not worth rolling at this point. Can't pick anything up. So we're doing a good job right now fulfilling my goal of losing all my MMR. As you can see, we're 5 with 1 life left. So I'm anticipating that we actually lose some MMR this time. So the lamp is something I normally pick up because, as you can see, it's every 2 seconds it procs, which procs this extremely quickly. it's expensive right now, especially, and this bird I also would like. I think I will still go for this. As you can see, it's both on a fanny pack and on the bird. So it should be proccing very, very quickly at this point. It's... yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I was going to complain about not having gems right now, because normally I have gems, but I've already complained about that like 20 times so far. So, yeah. If I had the lifesteal gems, that last 20 HP, I would have gotten. Alright. Roll again. One of these. Fanny pack. Take that. And we can roll. And we did not hit the... what you call it? The second sword. The starter things, the starter slots have bonuses. I didn't mention that earlier. This one I haven't bothered playing with. Like, I've basically ignored that bonus. I'm sure it does something for me passively, but I haven't seen the need to actually build around it. At least for my build. The second, but I'm leaning towards the second banana. The reason to grab the carrot is just because it's more fruit variety, or vegetable variety, food variety. The food doesn't stack with each other, so you can see it says not banana here. This says not garlic. So having a banana, having a carrot would add to that. It would allow me to get more stars. But the extra healing from the extra banana is probably worth it. And I guess I'm going to do this just to take advantage of the fanny pack. Drop you there, drop you there. I've been considering trying out the acorn stuff, but have not. Alright, so there is the upgrade on the sword and a bag, which is nice, and I should actually, rather than reserve that, we'll just sell that and go to town. Alright. Let's see, swap you there. Swap you there. There we go. Do need that second weapon. These two weapons do not make up for the missing the second weapon. Although we're getting a lot easier fights this time. Well, part of it's a lot easier fights. The other thing is that I have 2 bananas. Having 2 bananas does help a lot. There's a second sword. Is it too late for the second sword? We're not exactly early game at this point. I'm gonna take it anyway. For 2 reasons. 1, I have this sword combo right here, and 2, I'm probably gonna hit the ooze before I hit another weapon. That's just how the game tends to be. Which means that I'm gonna need a backup weapon for when the hero sword combines with the ooze. So that's my logic there. Yeah. You can see how much the shields really help early game, as I was mentioning earlier. Later game, they definitely fall off, at least as far as I can tell. I have all this empty bag space. I do like buying up the fanny packs because obviously it helps a lot, but I really, like, this is 3 rolls I don't get, right? By spending that 3 gold, so. There is that, and let's try 2. Do that, do that. Banana there, garlic there. Whoops. I want to do garlic there. Fly it over, but Slide over more. Banana. You can slide, obviously, as you're seeing, with the arrow keys, just for the record. It's not something they really advertise. And I just realized I also have this, which I had not realized. So, there is that. Let's see. What's the best way of doing this? This looks a bit awkward. It actually almost makes more sense to put this, just ignore that, and conserve space. This is less optimal for the procs here, because that's 5 seconds, that's 4 seconds. But it gives me more stars, which is 10% faster on each of these items. So I think that probably makes up for it. I don't know exactly, but we will rock and roll with that. Alright, so we need gems and the Hungry Blade next. Alright, gems. Take it. Take the bag and move on to the next round. Actually, get rearranged here. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. And that's going to go there. And we'll right shift. And then I can put these around. Doing that way. This is how I normally set up. Eventually, I will swap. I will either get a third fanny pack and have 3 fanny packs here, or swap this out for a gym bag. Is normally my setup here. And that should be everything. Yep, there we go. Bird is kind of too much power, so we're going to go ahead and spend the money on that rather than looking for those items I was just talking about. Put the lifesteal on this claws because it attacks so quickly. Do we want this? Nah, see, I think we're doing well enough right now that we can skip this. If we're at 3 HP, I might consider just grabbing this combo right now, but I think we can probably pass on it for right now. I'm also looking at this carrot right now, that's why I'm hesitating. I think I'm going to pass on the carrot too. Gym bag. Probably should pick up the gym bag. I just feel like my damage is going to fall off really quickly here, because I only have one real weapon. The one sword doesn't count. So, let's dig. And last roll. Okay, didn't find it. I'm at 4 gold. Gloves cost 4, I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly. So, if I had found gloves, I would have bought them so I can make this second pair of claws. The the sword is 7 and the orb is 6. That golden pan is a lot of damage this early in the game. We're just digging. I'm not gonna pick up that pack. I need to find weapons. Alright, the game hates me. Alright, I accept you. So, when I first started playing the game, I was buying 2 boxes of riches to maximize my gems. It does give you a lot of money. I will lose this round buying the second box of gems, but I'm also not going to find anything else, so I think I'm going to go for it this game. I haven't done this in a while, but may as well try. There's that. This should really be up here. Oh, that's right. It's not proccing because I don't have anything expending magic yet. Alright. So I'll get 2 gems back next turn. Well, I'll get a gem back next turn. Basically, I gotta last 6 more turns in order for that gem box to pay itself off, which is why I normally don't buy it. I stopped buying the second gem box. But I'm willing to take the chance. And oh, the birds are so good, but I really need to find a weapon. So, there we go. Gloves. I guess I'm not gonna take the speed bonus on this. The 20% faster. Actually, you know what? We can put it up here. Fine. We can proc the bird faster. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one too, probably. Yeah, this one's a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. I actually thought we were gonna lose by a lot more than that. Alright, got a second pair of gloves up. Not buying a third box of gems. Probably should have taken that dagger. Alright, so evidently they removed the Hunger Blade from the game. Let's see, this is 13, that's 8. So yeah, that doesn't replace anything else. Oh, gotta move this guy though. Should flip-flop these guys. Let's see. Poison. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, you know what? I want that proccing a little more often. Okay. Not feeling very confident about this next round, but we'll see what happens. Hey Gale. Just noticed you posted, not a real PvP. It's one of those things, it's a fully automated battle system. Therefore, you're only playing against the player's board states. So, in theory, they have a list of player board states that have occurred, in theory, recently. It's one of those things, I don't know that there's any way to vet, you know, that they're actually real board states, if we're being serious, but they're supposed to be. Should have flopped these guys. Flopped you. Grab my fruit. 8 seconds, that's 11 seconds, so that can stay like that. And I should flop these guys. There we go. And then we just drop this somewhere. Probably swap that. Okay. I'll probably be dropping... Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll probably be dropping this sword just because it is eating into my stamina a bit, but I will wait till next round, assuming I don't die this round. And we died. Alright. Alright, so that's the 15 out of 88, I guess, MMR that I was planning on losing this stream. So, almost there. Actually got the double sword start here, which is nice. Unfortunately, my opponent had a... Actually, I'm surprised my opponent got that close, because from the looks of it, he had a pretty seriously inferior setup to mine. So that is actually kind of weird that that was as close as it was. The gem box this early, again, normally I wouldn't buy that, but it was for 3. It was for 3 gold. You can't really pass that up. At 3 gold, it's kind of like, well, if we lose a round, it will be worth it, because that will get itself paid off way too quickly. We'll have 5 gold left for this round, and pop you up, toss you down here. Whoops. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Armor is so good early, and I don't play it. Probably a mistake not to play it, but again, I just... because it falls off so hard later on, I can't really justify it. In my head, at any rate. Yeah. Oh, blue gem. You know what? We'll reserve the other tusk. Alright, whetstone. There we go, nice. Whetstone, tusk. I'm gonna buy this berry preemptively. We've been really short on food the past several games, so I'm gonna start. Hold on. Okay. The lock scared me. The lock on the green. I cannot tell you how many times I accidentally locked something and didn't get the combination. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the Resident Evil shenanigans, so you'll have to explain that one to me. Let's see. How do I rearrange this? That. Gloves. Actually, do this. Tusk, box, random fet. Actually, probably keep that. Life steal. Gems. Okay, we have space for it. Cool bean. Yeah, don't want to roll. So I have extra gold here, technically speaking, because of the gems. That's what's so good about the gems, is once it's paid off, then you get free rolls. So I could start rolling for something else, but it's unlikely that I find anything else that I would want to sell so much for. It's 4 extra gold. You know what? Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to stop there. 2 rolls is enough. Alright. Finally got the Hungry Blade. Thank goodness. And I will grab this backpack while we're at it. Alright. Let us rearrange really quick. Get ourselves to our optimal setup. Or at least the setup that I prefer, at any rate. Should swap these. Should I swap these? Nah, I guess I shouldn't. Sword. Scarlet. I have no more gold, so gonna pop that. On the gloves, can basically be anywhere. And there. Alright, there we go. Okay. Nice, got a sale on it. And got a sale on that as well. And we got our gloves. Holy cow. The game has decided to actually grant me a win this time. Let's flip-flop you. And let's see. I will reserve that this time because we are in a very good spot so we can actually get to the lamps. Yeah, I'll keep on rolling. Alright. Book of Light. Basically, we will farm mana. We'll end up farming mana, and then the Book of Light will give us invulnerability once per game, or once per fight, and also gives us a bunch of healing. So, that is why I'm saving that one. That is the end goal, and everything else looks like it is in position and ready to go, so let's go crush some noobs. Yes. Let's go crush some noobs. Immediately get crushed ourselves. Okay. I will roll for more backpack space. There we go. And let's see. Need to rearrange now. Don't have any more life stealing, which would have been nice. We will make do. Actually, it's probably better to have the other vegetables up here, even though I'm not getting a bonus down here, just because these activate so much quicker than gems. And that also means that this is probably better off up top. I can... No, I can't. Yes, I can. Alright. Swap this for that leaf that I still have around. Get back here. There we go. And then we just load these up. Let's see. I'm gonna do the random buff removal instead. Oh, what was blue? Yeah, you know what? Actually, I will go for blue instead. I take it back. I would like the mana. And And again, we gotta ditch this sword at some point like we did in the previous game, the wooden sword, because it's weighing us down. When I get my next Hunger Blade, that's probably when I'll do it. Alright, got a bird. I did think, for the record, I bought that bird immediately. I do think the bird's better than the book. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things we can sell, so we can have up to 9 gold, which is not quite enough for the book. So we will just swap this out. The bird is a little bit of a pain in the butt here with what it takes away from me, but we will live with it. Yeah, that's right. The blueberries do activate quicker. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can just swap that. Derp. Okay. Here. And that is optimal for the leaf. So we are off to the races. Yeah. See, the second you get gems into double daggers, it is just so much damage so quickly. That's why I like playing this build. And it also stacks up, right? You also stack up a bunch of debuffs quickly. So we will go ahead and replace that with the book. And we can put this here, yes. So we're looking next for a another lamp. We'll look for another lamp. We look for the Hungry Blade. And then we'll need more storage to move all our fruit over to. So those are our priorities. I'll probably want 1 more blueberry at some point, and 1 to 2 more bananas, and then another garlic and or carrot to add variety to our food. And this looks a little bit scary. Let's see what happens. All right, yeah. See, that's why I like this build. Because this damage scales up so quickly. You saw how it looked like we were neck and neck there for a long time, and then all of a sudden we just took off here. And that's between these empowers that we stacked up, the spikes finally got stacked up, and the mana. The mana ends up overloading right here. So normally the mana thirst, and again if I had 2 of them, this would be having twice, would add up, you know. And once you're past 10, then you're doing an extra 2 life steal every turn, every hit, I should say, with the 1 second cooldown on top of, you know, the bonus from the bird. So I mean, it just happens so quickly. It builds up so quickly. Again, why I like this build. I will buy this preemptively for our next Hunger Blade, because chances are I'm going to find the Hunger Blade and then not find this other mana orb I need. And we will now sell down some gems in order to afford this next bird. And go away. We can get the bird in here. So now we got double birds procking for extra super duper bonus. This mana orb will get us extra damage. And what do I want here? I'm thinking I might actually want the speed on the sword, just to get a couple more attacks in. Later game, I do buy a second book. Is it worth locking right now? I don't think it is, because I don't have my second mana thirst to begin with. That was impressive. I actually didn't get the through the armor until the very end there. Yeah, the vampiric armor, I guess, is the big thing here. Now, this is the thing though, right? To get all this put together, that is so much backpack space he had to have in order to just reach this point. This obviously is a full 6 by itself, and then you need the blood gem spot. And then this is the thorns, which is a really awkward shape to fit, plus the mana thirst, which as you've seen, I mean the hungry blade, which as you've seen I've only found one of so far, is not that common. This is a very hard build to put together, it seems like to me. I'm guessing this is a unique weapon, as you can see. And I'm guessing this probably does quite a bit. Steal for 20% life. I wonder what that means. I wonder what steal 20% life means. It can't possibly mean 20% of my life, right? Do I want the stamina sack right now? I think I want more squares more than anything else, so I'll pass on it. There's another lamp, and now we definitely do need backpack space. Ooh, there's a mana thirst. Alright, you are gone. Goodbye, Mr. Wooden Sword. And by mana thirst, I mean hungry blade. We will sell down for more backpack space. And gotta get this stuff all fit in. I feel like this should fit if I just position it correctly. I guess not. There we go. I was correct. It does fit. Whoops. Not that one. The gem. And no space for this gem, right? Yes, correct. Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I will consider going into extra innings if we win this one. If we win this fight. Alright, we won that fight. Do I go into extra innings? For the stream, I will. For the stream, we'll go into extra innings. Alright, so now we're looking for another book and we're looking for more fruit. Is the plan. So there's more fruit. And we need backpack space on top of that. Backpack space. I will take whatever backpack space I can get. And there's another book. I'll go ahead and freeze that. And now that we're running into extra innings, I think I will go ahead and sell down for this hat. And I do not have a gem for it. We did sell our gems for it. So it will just be looking nice for right now. I need another gem here as well. I also want to probably pick up some big gems out of the shop, because they will be quite powerful inside of our weapons. I probably should have double looked at this. I just assumed that I had this optimized here. Alright, that's 1 of 4. So it survived 4 rounds to begin with. This is something I should mention since this is the first time that we are in extra innings this stream. Survive 4 rounds means that I literally just have to not get a game over the course of 4 rounds. Which means that... sorry. Do I buy this right now? I really don't like buying these guys. These 1-packs, because they just seem like a waste of money. But it does let me fit my second book in. So I'm going to go ahead and spend the money. So basically, in other words, we can lose 2 more rounds, and the 2 rounds we lose still count towards the survive 4 rounds. Because it's survive, it's not win 4 more rounds. So it's actually easier than it looks. Alright. Let's go. Again, we are getting late enough into this that we will be running into that stupid lightsaber build, I'm pretty sure. in a matter of minutes. Not going to bother with any more lamps. I guess I'll buy this backpack, yeah. And let's see. I'm just trying to decide what I want in the armor. I think I will take this. Your opponent's healing is reduced. Just because I prefer to lifesteal the 10%. Actually, you know what? I should swap those. It makes more sense. And... Start? Yes. Yes. Okay. That was close. Let's see what he had here. Okay, so the potions, he had a big old stack of potions, which helped him out a lot. Potions are interesting because they sometimes deal nothing. They do nothing rather, but sometimes they really like give you that boost you need. At least in my observation. I've seen them do basically nothing on other people's builds. I haven't run them in a long time. But there's other times where the player just needs to get past the hump, right? And the potions get them past the hump. Yeah, I mean, the Ruby Whelp, I haven't bothered with it. I've seen, so I watched Dog Dog. That's how I found this game, was because I watched Dog Dog from Battlegrounds. I started watching him play Battlegrounds in Hearthstone, and he was playing this game, so I decided to give it a shot. He ended up with 4 of the large whelps. I forget what their name is, but the larger version of this, which stun-locked the opponent in theory. In theory, I have a chance of not being stun-locked here, but point being is that seemed pretty powerful, but these guys on their own, I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced. I mean, we compare damage here. Like, my damage seems to be a lot higher than the whelp. And it reflects 2 buffs. I mean, 2 debuffs, rather. I don't know how much that's really worth. Especially because you gotta buy this and then sit on it for 2 rounds in order for it to hatch. You buy the egg and then the egg hatches after 2 rounds. So, I don't know. I'm not completely sold on the Red Whelp. This Repsol Blade, probably, honestly, since it was removing my thorns, that meant that the lamps weren't generating all the other stuff like the mana and whatnot. So the Repsol Blade probably was a big turning point for him. Yeah, I guess the Spectral Dagger is also useful. I've built it a few times before. I wasn't completely sold on it, but that's just my opinion. So, this is kind of weird right here. Was there any other way he could do this? Yeah, I feel like there was a way to rearrange his backpack so he can have this bloody dagger right here in line with his piercing arrow. Interesting. Alright, I am not building any more weapons, so we're going to skip on that. Again, we're mostly just looking for backpack space and vegetables at this point. I might buy another helmet. I'll consider it. I'm not going to buy another one of these, though. I need to find more bananas and more berries. Berries. There. I guess. Actually. There. Close enough? Yeah, I think that's close enough. 5 gold, we can keep on going. I won't buy that backpack. And we are looking for vegetables at this point, so it is worth rolling down. Do I want another helmet? I don't think the extra helmet's worth it. And I don't recall seeing any big gems, but that is the other thing that I neglected to mention that we were looking out for. Cool. Yeah, so we're guaranteed to win, for the record. We're guaranteed to survive. So honestly, it's one of those things, whatever the heck we do, it doesn't necessarily matter at this point. I guess I'll just roll down for something cool. See, again, I've been playing with the idea of trying out the armor. I wanted to try a regeneration build. The only problem is that the regeneration, I cannot find anything that gives regeneration outside of start of battle. Everything seems to give it at start of battle, which that's one of those things does not seem worth it to me. Another bird, however, is always worth it. So we will pick up the other bird. Also, because this is the last round, we're going to sell our jewel box because it's literally not doing anything for us. I guess just grab the dagger. The dagger is free damage. Sell that, grab another carrot, and be happy with our life. If we put this here, is there a way to rearrange this to fit everything? Because we have empty spots. Yeah, probably best we're gonna do. Did not get any big gems this match. It is what it is. It is, however, a bunch more MMR back. Again, regardless of whether or not we win this battle. Which we did. You saw how much armor that got stacked up, right? He's got 1, 2, 3 big armors, and then the spike shield. And again, we just shredded through it because we have so much DPS. Again, why I like this build. And I don't know what this looks like on stream. Whoops. On stream when I do this. I've been taking screenshots of my wins. It's one of these funny things where I don't think I will continue playing this game for much longer, but I like having the record. I like having the record in case I want to go back and look at information, I guess, stats, so to say. Yeah, so I was planning on playing 4 games. That last one lasted us a little bit longer. We will see whether or not we get super lucky here, which it doesn't look like we are. It looks like we're actually doing pretty poorly this round, but let's see. Yeah, so this probably won't get us the next tier. We're at 98 out of 100 for our next rank. So I was kind of curious whether or not we'd get a good start here and then get the next round. Yeah, so this is one we lose, probably. Okay, we didn't. Alright, so the extra healing from the onion was enough to offset the extra weapon and the whetstone. Again, normally extra weapons win, which is why I try to prioritize getting this extra sword early on. And I can consider... Alright, well, I don't have the money for it, but I could have considered picking up that dagger instead of the tusk. Might have been the better idea. But again, if I can get double claws up, that generally wins. So I prioritize the double claws. This guy's got a good setup. I'm jealous. Yes, we won, but he's already got his hero sword coming up, which we don't even have a single whetstone yet. Alright, there's whetstone number 1, and there are also... Oh, can we afford both of these? We can't. So I want to get the claws up first. We should be able to fit this here. Alright, so save the whetstone. Save the fanny pack. Yeah, save the fanny pack. We kind of need a roll. We do kind of need to roll for the other whetstone. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the fanny pack. We'll take the roll for the whetstone. And go. I tried building this, or the very first match I played. I tried building like 3 of these mana staffs, and then I ran out of stamina, and I found out that stamina was an important thing in this game. Do I want this backpack right now? I don't think I do. I think I want to roll for that other whetstone. Alright, so we can't afford the other whetstone. I will grab the banana instead. Do this, do that. And put you in, put you in. Not gonna lock that. Let's go. Alright, there's the other whetstone. So now we need to hope to find the ooze. I will grab this fanny pack now because we need the space and no sense rolling at this point. So let's swap that out so that we get some bonus here. Actually, I guess we're gonna do this. Lock that just in case. And yes, everything else is good. Can I rearrange this? We might be able to rearrange this so that we can have the... Yeah, we can. Okay. This should be better, like this. Oh no! I just sold my tusk. Oh, you dirtbag. Oh, that was not intended. Oh, blunder. I was trying to just make space. Oh, goodness. Alright, so anyway, this is what I was trying to do. I was trying to get this set up so I can get the speed boost on this. Crap. That is money down the drain. I'm not gonna pick up the bird this early. We... No, my tusk! My tusk! Ah! Alright. We got a discount tusk back, which means that we literally did not lose any money. That is amazing. How do we want to do this? I think I want to do that. And toss that there. Block that. Get that. And... Never punish. Never punish. Yeah, I think that's how I like it. Alternative would be to swap these guys. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. Okay, there we go. Wow, we got crushed. Yeah, it's this thing right here just deals a whole bunch of damage. Yep, that's about it. I guess he also has the See, I'm not really sold on the health regen stuff. The health regen definitely didn't change anything here. He doesn't have... He only has the 1 crit item, so it's not like the crit really did anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wait a second. I had a... Did I have an ooze in my previous shop? Am I an idiot? Oh my gosh, did I have an ooze? And I just missed it? I hope I did not have an ooze and I missed it. Crap, that would have been... That was really bad if I did. What are we at? Are we at 3 lives right now? Oh my gosh. Ooh. All right, now we're at 3 lives. Mana orb. Do I want to take the dagger right now? I don't. I'm willing to dig. All right, there we go. Here's an ooze. Put that there. Drop you there. Drop you there. Sword. Unlock. Other sword. That does not fit. I guess this will go here. That can go there. And that can go... Actually, maybe that goes there. Nah, that doesn't go there. That's silly. And toss you in there. Any way we can fit this in? Yeah, that should be fine. Nah, rotating the stuff around doesn't seem to do anything. At least as far as I'm seeing. So, let's see. Yeah, we probably do need the mana thirst before we start picking up more fruit. Or more vegetables. More food. So, I'm going to leave this as is. That is combining, and we just need to find the Hungry Blade to get our mana thirst. And then we'll start building for procs, which would be lamps. I do think I need the more space right now. Not the lamp just yet. There we go. That, and this is only 3 gold right now, and we are getting rid of this sword now, so we can afford it. So let's pull this out really quick, and get ourselves reorganized. Yeah, I guess I'll put this here. We probably don't need that pack space on the right-hand side just yet, so I will do this so that I can have both these guys. Stop it. Give. I'm trying to grab the gloves. Both these guys over here. That guy there. That guy there. And then we fill in some procs. That's not really worth it. Okay. Feeling pretty good about this one, honestly. We're combining the Mana Thirst a little bit late, but we still have 3 lights. I think we'll probably get to 10. Alright, knock on wood. But I think we'll get to 10 with 1 life left with this setup. We just need to hit a bird next. So if we hit a bird next turn, and then start hitting lamps, we should be good, I imagine. Do I want this space right now? I don't think so. I think I want the bird more. Great. Well, we did not hit the bird. We could have sold off some gems. I decided that we weren't going to make it, although maybe I was incorrect about that. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the clover. Selling off 4 would take us to, this was 4. Actually, yeah, we actually could have rolled into it instead of buying this backpack. Whoops. Let's see. Supposed to be in there. And I guess everything else is going to just be as it is. So. So the high food builds over here like this. Yeah, okay. So we did lose. I was going to say, I'm not 100% sure. It seems like they win more. I just don't know why. It's one of those things, again, I obviously have not studied up enough on the mechanics and the metagame to know exactly why. And thirst number 2. And finally got a lifesteal here. And I swap something in right here. Alright, I think that's the best we're going to do. It's not looking great, but we have a chance. I believe in us. That is a lot of damage right there. Okay, cool. We survived a lot of damage. Okay. Bird. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Bird. Throw a gem in. Let's roll. We are not going to be able to afford much, but I feel like we do need to get at least something else up in here. I don't think this really does it. I don't think the extra... I mean, it's 1 gold, so... May as well roll. And... let's see. We are... not really expending right now our mana on anything. So this is probably not proccing. Probably swap this guy, that. If I sell, I can get another fanny pack over here, so we can turn this sideways and fit a banana in there. And then we can drop that there. And this thing just kind of hangs out. It's doing something. I just don't know what. Alright. We are most of the way there. We just need to get, again, more procs. So another lamp, a book, and then get this fruit rearranged over here so that it's better synergized. And another bird. Another bird would definitely help. Alright, let's go. This is a little bit scary, the playing cards. Alright, yes. Just barely squeaked it. Oh my gosh, we got everything. We don't have space for everything. I think the lamp is more... well, we don't have space and we don't have money. But I think it's better to buy these 2 right now. And... go from there. So I'm gonna turn this way now. We don't have a carrot. If I had a carrot, I might rearrange this. Do I want this perfect topaz? I don't think I do. Save the bird and hope we survive this round. Not 100% on us surviving this round, honestly. Yeah, we didn't. Okay. Basically, my food was not terribly well situated, is the big problem here, and then also not having the book, the holy word, whatever the heck it's called, holy book. That really does swing a lot, and also we also didn't have the second bird. I still think the lamp was probably better than the second bird, although I may be wrong about that one. We died pretty quickly there. We didn't even get to nightfall, so I think this did more than the second bird would have. Oh well. let's see, only lost one. Still 5 from, well, it's one of these things where if I played another round, I'm sure I would just lose 10, minus 10. So we are going to call it for the night. I was planning on spending about an hour doing 4 rounds. We had the extra innings, and I was doing a lot of explaining, which is why we went 15 minutes over that. But I'm just mentioning that to demonstrate the fact that, in case you are curious on the time investment, once you understand how all the items work, it does get down to about 15 minutes a round. However, until you get all that situated, until you've got yourself well familiarized with the items, I was spending somewhere like 30 minutes per round, if not a little bit more, when I first started. So I just want to throw that out there. As you can see, again, less talking and not necessarily going into extra rounds. We would have been done right on an hour for 15 minutes per round. But regardless, I have provided you with all the information you need. Again, this is probably the only time I'll be playing this on stream, so I just wanted to have everything out there in the open. Last thing to say is, as you can see here on the top right, which lists the full version, this is the demo right now. I don't know what's going to happen with all the cosmetic unlocks, and as you can see right here, the full version will have 2 more classes. We only have the Reaper and the Ranger right now. So that is the state of the game in case you want to get into it. When the full game comes out, let me double check. I'm going to go ahead and click that button. Okay, they don't have a price up yet on it. You can research that if you want. I don't know what the anticipated price is for the full game release. And yeah, alright, so that should be all the information you need. Again, I just wanted to get everything out of the way here because I'm not planning on coming back to this on stream. I might play a bit more off stream just to see if I can't get past Platinum. Yeah, alright, so that's everything. Thank you guys for hanging out. And I hope you have a great, wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. And I will catch you next time.